So our report is ready, perfect. So it is dividing it in some sections. In terms of usability, it's saying that Bitcoin is the first and most recognized cryptocurrency, and it is a deflationary asset. So in terms of usability, it's pretty good. In terms of adoption and recognition, it's saying that it has like lots of followers on Twitter, and it is widely known in the crypto ecosystem. So here is also another plus for it. Developer activity is saying that it's also good. And for price trends, of course, it's saying that it has a significant growth over the past months. As you know, it's very close to $100,000 now. And like the technical indicators, like moving averages that we calculated, are also showing a upward trend. So overall, it is saying that Bitcoin is a strong buy and it has an A rating. Again, guys, please do not trust on this report and do not trade based on it. Hey everyone, Nariman here, welcome to my channel. Today we want to make an AI agent that analyzes cryptocurrencies. We're going to use ChatGPT as our LLM, Llama Index as our framework to create AI agents, and the Streamlit to create a very simple UI for our application. I am trying to show you different frameworks to work with LLMs and create your AI agents. If you haven't watched my previous videos, I talked a lot about DeepSeek, Ollama, LangChain, LangGraph, and also Pydantic AI. And today I will introduce Llama Index to you. I would suggest you that you have a look on this playlist. I collected all my videos on how to work with LLMs and how to create AI agents. It's good to have all of these tools in your toolbox so you can compare their pros and cons and then decide which one to use. Before we start, please notice that trading cryptocurrencies has a very high risk. It's even riskier than stocks. I'm just using this small project as an excuse to show you how to work with LLMs. So please don't use the output of this project to actually trade cryptocurrencies. So let's have a look at our project. I listed all the dependencies in our requirements.txt. I'm going to use CoinGecko as our API to read all the information that we want about different coins. It can be price history, it can be information about the coin, it can be developers' activity. And the good thing about it is that it doesn't necessarily require an API key. And as I mentioned before, I'm going to use Llama Index to work with LLMs and create our agent. We will also need NumPy to do some operations. And of course, the one that is missing, we will need a Streamlit as well to create a simple UI for our application. So to set up our project, you need to do two things. Let me go to the command line. First of all, you will install all the dependencies using pip. So pip install -r and then requirements.txt file, and then you will run it, and all the dependencies would be installed. The other thing is you need to export your OpenAI API key here. So inside these quotations, you need to paste your OpenAI API key because we are going to use ChatGPT's API, and Llama Index will rely on this environment variable to read the API key from it. I already did that. I don't need to do it right now, but please bear in mind that you will probably need to do it for the first time. So let's go back to the project. I already created a project skeleton. So the most important thing is that our AI agent needs a bunch of information about a certain cryptocurrency. We need to define some tools, fetch this information, and then feed it to the LLM. And then we are going to ask the LLM Okay, based on this information, do you think this coin is a sell or a buy? And we will get our answer. It's very important to choose exactly the information that you want. For example, you have a trading strategy on the cryptocurrency market. You are using some technical indicators, you are using some kind of fundamental data. You need to feed them all to the LLM if you want a really good answer from it. For our showcase, I decided to give it a bunch of coin information that I'm gonna provide here. And these are gonna be the description. What exactly is this coin? What is the usage? Why it was made? The market cap in US dollars, and also the market cap rank, which is very important. For example, people are saying that anything below 100 is a bit suspicious. Also, what I'm interested in is that how big is the community around the coin? For example, how many followers it has on social media, or what is the developer activity on its repository on GitHub, how many stars, how many forks, how many comments in the recent days. So these are the interesting things that I think will help me to decide which coin is good and which coin is not. So I decided to use Twitter followers here, and also recent commits count in the last months. These are the information that you can get from CoinGecko. I will also provide the LLM with the price history, let's say for the last year, so the LLM can see what were the fluctuations in the price and what is the trend. And at the end, I'm going to use some technical indicators. You can use anything, can be RSI, can be moving average, can be MFI. I decided to go with moving averages. So I have a class that has all the moving averages for 20 days, for 50 days, and for 200 days. I'm going to calculate all of this and feed it to the LLM. And this will be our calculate moving averages method. So with that being said, let's start coding. I'm going to start with the fetch coin info. I need a CoinGecko API to fetch the information. I'm going to call it, let's say, CG. And the coin ID is the input that we are getting from the user. Like the user will ask, should I invest in Ethereum? And the Ethereum would be our coin ID. And this is something that we will pass to the API. Here I'm gonna get coin by ID and then pass the coin ID. And this is gonna be my coin info. This will return huge amount of information, like what is the home page of this coin, some information about the market cap, some information about the Reddit activity, Twitter activity, GitHub activity. I'm just gonna filter out the data that I want, and I showed you here. And notice that it's just a typed dict, so I can just return a dictionary having all of this filled, and it will be resolved as coin info. So let's go here and create a coin info, and then fill in the information one by one. Let's actually use the Copilot suggestion and then double check them one by one if it's correct. So for description, we are gonna access the description field, and of course it can be in different languages. I'm gonna pick the English one. For the market cap, it would be the same. They will be in different currencies. I'm gonna pick the USD one. This is gonna be the market cap rank. For example, Bitcoin is like the first, Ethereum is the second. Would be the same list that you will see in the coinmarketcap.com. And then there is a community data field that has all the information like Reddit activity, Twitter followers. I'm here just interested about the Twitter followers, so I'm gonna read that. And then also there is developer data, which has all the stars of the repository, forks, all the issues probably, and also the recent commit activity. I'm gonna take only this one, which is counting all the commits from the last month. It shows like how alive is the repository and how people are contributing to the project. I'm going to keep this one. And with that being said, we are going to have our coin info. To fetch the price history is not that hard also. You need another API call, which is called, I guess, CoinMarketChart by ID. Yes, this one. I'm going to pass the coin ID. And then if you have a look here, it has the currency and it has the days. So I'm going to say I want the USD as the currency. And the days like 365, like I want the data for the last year. I'm going to just return this. It will be a list of tuples. First timestamp and then second one, the price. So it's a list that is saying in this day, the price was this much. To calculate the moving averages, what we need to do is to copy this because I need the same price history. I'm going to call it price history. And now we need to calculate the moving average for 20, for 50, and for 200. First of all, as I told you, this price history contains both timestamp and prices. I'm going to just extract the prices. It will be, yeah, the first indices of the tuples. So it's like the 0 is timestamp, the 1 is the price. I'm going to just capture all of these and then collect it in a new list. There is a method called convolve in NumPy, which basically does the operation that we want to calculate moving averages. So all I need is to do mp.convolve, pass the prices, and then do mp.ones. And here there should be the number that we want. For example, for moving average 20 is going to be 20 and then divided by 20. And then the mode also should be valid. So if I'm gonna return all three moving averages that I want to calculate, I'm gonna say return and then this technical indicators class that we made, and then it's gonna be MA20 should be this, and then MA50 should be this with only 50, and then MA200 should be this and this. So these are our functions that are required to fetch all the necessary informations. To give it to our agent, we need to create tool out of these functions. For this, LlamaIndex gives us the function tool. Function tool is allowing us to easily convert any function that we are writing into a tool. So I'm going to call from defaults, and the function would be the fetch coin info. And this is our coin info tool. So this is the first tool. We need 3. This one is fetch price history, and it will be our price history tool. And this is gonna be fetch calculate moving averages, and we are gonna call it maybe moving averages tool. So these are the 3 tools that we need. And let's also above this define our LLM. I'm gonna use ChatGPT, so I'm gonna define an OpenAI model. I will use GPT-4o because it's supporting function calling. You can use any model that you like from OpenAI or any other provider, but the only thing that you need to make sure of is that it is supporting function calling, because using tools is only possible with models that support function calling. I'm gonna go ahead and also put the temperature as 0 because I don't want to be surprised. I want to run the model on different coins and I want to always get the same result, and temperature controls that. I don't want any randomness. And at the end, we need to create our own agent by combining our LLM and tools, and also maybe a system prompt which tells the LLM what are you, what you want to do, what is your responsibilities. So let's go ahead and define it. I'm gonna call it agent. We are using OpenAI LLM, so this should be OpenAI agent from Llama Index. And we have a bunch of tools. I'm gonna call from tools. It needs a list of tools. I'm gonna give coin info, price history, and moving average. I'm gonna also break this down so you can see it better. So this is our tools. Our LLM is the one that we defined above, and the system prompt. I already defined it to save some time. I'm gonna go ahead and copy it, and I'm gonna paste it here. So what I'm asking the LLM is that you are an advanced AI crypto analysis agent. You need to use fundamentals, price data, and technical indicators to tell us that a cryptocurrency is a strong buy or a strong sell or just hold, stuff like that. And then we are giving it some factors to focus on: the usability of the coin, how big the community is, of course the developer activity, and also historical price trends and technical indicators. So we are highlighting that, and whenever we are asking some questions from the LLM and it doesn't have all this information, it's going to use these tools to fetch that info. And then I just defined what I mean from rating from A to E. A is a strong buy, B is buy, C is hold, D is sell, and E is a strong sell. So if a cryptocurrency is doing really good, it's a strong buy. If it's just a meme coin, something without much usability, it's a strong sell. And then other things can be in between. One good thing here is that also put the verbose as true, so you can see some logs and see exactly how the agent is trying to fetch the information and reason and give you the answer. So that would be it for defining our LLM agent. Now all I have to do is to define a UI for it. I'm gonna use the Streamlit as I told you. I'm gonna say maybe select box and then ask from the user to select a cryptocurrency, and then I'm gonna provide a list to it. I mean Bitcoin, Ethereum, yeah, maybe also put something like Dogecoin here, so we have all kind of different cryptocurrencies. Let me break this down. I will put this in a variable called, let's say, coin, and then if the coin was selected, I'm gonna show the agent answer as markdown, because usually LLMs gives you answer that is using markdown to highlight some like headings and like important parts, so it would be visually better. And then I'm gonna ask the agent with the function called chat something like let me see, should I invest in, and then the coin. So we are asking the agent, should we invest in a certain coin, and we will get an answer and we will show it as a markdown here. So let me go to the command line to run it and see how it is working. I'm gonna say a Streamlit run and then my Python file. Let's run it and let's go to the browser. Okay, you can see that it is running for Bitcoin and trying to generate a report for us. So our report is ready, perfect. So it is dividing it in some sections. In terms of usability, it's saying that Bitcoin is the first and most recognized cryptocurrency, and it is a deflationary asset. So in terms of usability, it's pretty good. In terms of adoption and recognition, it's saying that it has like lots of followers on Twitter and it is widely known in the crypto ecosystem. So here is also another plus for it. Developer activity is saying that it's also good. And for price trends, of course, it's saying that it has a significant growth over the past months. As you know, it's very close to $100,000 now. And like the technical indicators, like moving averages that we calculated, are also showing a upward trend. So overall, it is saying that Bitcoin is a strong buy and it has an A rating. Again, guys, please do not trust on this report and do not trade based on it. It is as good as the information that you feed to the LLM. So if you, for example, now feed a different technical indicator to it that it's saying that Bitcoin is a sell, this report will tell you that you should sell Bitcoin. That being said, let's also have a look at a coin that is not that great, for example, Dogecoin, and see what will be the answer. Let's wait for the report. Yeah, perfect. So it's saying that it's a joke currency and it has some relation with Elon Musk and it has lots of Twitter followers. So the adoption is good at least. But developer activity, basically nothing because it doesn't have much usability. Price trend is also fluctuating. So overall, it's not giving it a very good rating. It's saying that if you have it, you can hold it, but it's not a buy. So you can see that based on the provided information, it's actually answering really good. The other thing that I want to show you is maybe going back to the command line. And I want to show you, since we run it in verbose mode, you can see all these logs and how your agent is trying to fetch information and reason. So here it is saying that the user asked like, should I invest in Dogecoin? I'm calling some function. As you can see, it's this fetch coin info was called. You can see all this description that we fetch from this API. It's shown here. And then you can see like this huge list with all the price history data, timestamp, and the price, as I told you. And then if I go a little bit down, you can see that it's also calling the moving average function after that. So yeah, that was it. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please also like it and subscribe me for more content like this. See you around.